Yo, guys, Justin James here with the 10-7. And I was doing some homework on the breakdown I'm going to do this weekend of Ian Garry taking on Belal Muhammad. Belal losing his last fight to JDM. Ian Garry losing his last fight to Shavkat. It seems only right that both of these guys square up for number one contender spot if Shavkat remains out with an injury. If he doesn't, he's ready to jump back in. I think he should be next in line because he already beat Ian Garry. But while I'm doing my homework, while I'm doing my research, I always talk about how much I just dislike Belal. He's never done anything wrong personally to me. I can't stand his interviews. I can't stand his fighting style. We're going to take a look real quick at one of the reasons most people can't stand him, and it's this big number right here. All right, he has 24 wins, 18 decision wins. He only has 6 finishes out of his whole MMA career before he was in the UFC. Like this 18 wins by decision is why nobody likes him. And I'll tell you what, that's really why I don't really like him. I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't like him. The other reason I don't like him, when the UFC has done everything in their power to try to give this guy star power, they've put him in the commentating booth. They've put this guy on ESPN. They've tried to let this guy run his mouth, and he's just so bad at it. I mean, he's beyond bad. While I'm doing my research, I like to go to Instagram and, check out a couple things. I'm going to show you this interview of Belal Muhammad. If you're a Belal fan, I got to ask, how can you watch these interviews that he does and after listening to the interview think, yep, that's my guy. That's the guy I want to. So let's listen to this interview of him talking about his matchup with Ian Garry. It's just asinine to me, guys. It's like, I'm trying to find ways to like him. I really want to like this guy. He's never done anything wrong to me. He's never done anything bad in the public eye. I'm trying to like him. I said on the show the other day that I really hope he comes to Extreme Couture. I'd love to take him out to dinner. I know he doesn't drink. I'd take him out for a beer, but I'd take him out to dinner and try to get to know him so I can be a fan of him. But it's interviews like this that just make me cringe. Check it out.
You've never been hesitant to give a very thorough and broken down prediction. What are you going to do to Ian Garry in there on Saturday?
Honestly, for me, it's I think Ian's going to try to run around the whole first round. But then by the end of the first round, his little point.
Because that's what Ian Garry does. He runs from the opposition. His one loss is to Shavkat. He's the only guy Shavkat hasn't finished. So, yeah, that's what Ian Garry does. He runs from the opposition.
That means not going to work. Then I'm going to grab a hold of him. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to let him back up just because I want to show him that I could take you down if I want to.
You're going to let him back up after you're – what? Just like you took JDM down too? Like, guys, my brain is hurting. I'm sorry I have to make you watch the rest of this. This is just crazy. I'm going to take him down and let him back up to show him that – like, who says that?
And then I'm going to outbox him.
Yeah, and here we go. Think about this. Ian Garry fought Shavkat. Shavkat coming into that match 18-0 with 18 finishes, and he loses decision to Ian Garry. And yeah, Belal is going to come in there and do something special. Shut the fuck up.
He said he could outstrike me. He thinks he's a pretty striker. He's been in there with some great strikers, right? He's been there with MVP. He's been there with Shavkat. He's been there with Pratis. And
been in there with Shavkat, lost a decision. Been in there with MVP, beat him. Wrestled him. Been in there with Carlos Pratis, beat him.
None of the guys finished them. So for me, it's finishing them on the feet and then reminding everybody who I am.
Remind everybody who you are. Who are you? You're one of the most boring fighters in the history of the division. I mean, I just keep finding reasons not to like him. Guys, I'm trying. I'm really trying here.
Damn, I mean, that would be a hell of a statement.
A hell of a statement. You have 18 decision wins. Shavkat couldn't finish him. He beat MVP. He beat Carlos Pratis, and you're going to come in here.
See the elephant in the room. Islam is now the champion.
And outbox him.
Change your future plans here. I know you've talked about maybe middleweights. Like, is that in play, or what do you think the victory, if you get it the way you want to? What does this all mean?
I mean, we're looking at Jake Paul. No, I'm messing with you. For myself, it's only focusing on one guy, man. I don't want to look past anybody. I'm only looking at Saturday. Ask me that question Sunday. I'll give you an answer.
You've never been.
I can appreciate that he's not looking past Ian Garry. I can appreciate that. Ian Garry, man, he's red hot right now. His one loss is a Shavkat. But Belal to come out and say, oh, I'm going to take him down and let him up. Like, what? He would never do that. He would, oh, and I'm going to outbox him. Come on, Belal. You know, I've tried to let his striking grow on me. I've tried to let him grow on me as an MMA fighter, but it's just these asinine interviews that I'm going to outbox, I'm going to take him down, let him up, I'm going to outstrike it. I'm going to remind everybody who you are. Who are you? You have 24 wins, 6 finishes in your career. Like, what are you going to win a boring decision and just remind everybody how boring you are? You're not going to outstrike Ian Garry. I could see you taking Ian Garry down, but, you know, Shavkat couldn't finish him, and Shavkat's 10 times the finisher. Shavkat's one of the biggest and best finishers in the welterweight division. He's only had 1 decision win, and that was the Ian Garry. Guys, I'm trying. I'm really trying to like this guy. I'm hoping one day that we meet and I can take him out to dinner or something and I can talk and there's something about him I like, but these interviews are just cringy. He's worse than Henry Cejudo on the mic. And just looking at his face, because it's almost, here's the thing that bothers me the most. Besides the fact that he's lying, he knows he's lying. He knows he can't do the things. He's never going to do the same thing. And I guess what? It's going to be detrimental to his career. You know, this is what he did with JDM. Oh, I want to show everybody that I can box with JDM. Yeah, how'd that go for you? You lost your championship. Now you're going to lose to Ian Garry. Now you're 2 or 3 fights behind even fighting for a title. And you know what, Belal, stick to what you're good at. I just wish he embraced what he's good at. And what he's good at is making fights boring, and it's okay. It's okay that's what he does. He's been doing it his whole career. Why change now? It's led you to the promised land. And now the one time you don't go back to your roots, your bread and butter, you're taking guys down and laying on them, pulling them up against the fence, you lose your championship. Now you're still talking about outboxing strikers. Remember, Ian Garry comes from a striking background. He's not a grappler. He's not a wrestler. He's a striker that's been improving his wrestling, his grappling through the years. You're just going to go and beat him in his own game? Shut up. Sit down. You had your chance to be the champ and you blew it. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Tell me what you think of this matchup in the comments.